This truly has been an act of God deed. We have worked with so many people in the community to help make the plus 35-story honor walk banners that you will see here today.
Today, this song is to honor those that have unfortunately been taken from us, those we're still searching for, and so this is for them.
Trauma, that we've endured as a tribe, the trauma that many of our families have endured is something that just continual prayers is where we have to be as a tribe. I know that there's resources, there's follow-up, there's communications not only with local agents but outside agencies, and those things are extremely important to make sure that we never forget these individuals.
So today, as we gather to commemorate the National Day of Awareness of Missing and Murdered Indigenous Relatives, it is important to realize the magnitude of this issue. While our podcast is primarily focused on raising awareness regarding missing and murdered Indigenous women cases, we recognize that these issues do not only affect women and girls. The MMIP crisis is a national epidemic that can affect any Indigenous person. The history of violence against Indigenous people is the result of a legacy of generations of governmental policies of forced removal, land seizures, and violence inflicted on Native people. And unfortunately, this violence still exists today. The statistics around violence against Indigenous women are not just numbers. They represent the lives or the lived experience of our sisters, daughters, and mothers. According to the National Institute of Justice, a staggering 4 out of 5 Indigenous women have endured violence in their lifetime. As I look out at the strong, resilient Indigenous women gathered here today, I'm reminded of the profound impact this crisis has on our own communities. It is truly heartbreaking.
On the Qualla Boundary, we are fortunate to have a community that has rallied together to address and combat these injustices. However, keeping this momentum requires our collective commitment. By engaging in open dialogue about the challenges facing our people, we can ensure that these issues remain at the forefront.
It's been a little over 3 years since I lost my daughter. These 3 children lost their mother. My daughter and my granddaughter got killed a little over 3 years ago, and there still has been no justice for my daughter and my grandbaby. Thank you.
We're here, standing here to honor Ruby Sky Montalondo, but while we also gather here today to honor our missing and murdered relatives, I would also like to use this as a time as a call-in for everyone in attendance. So much of this work that we do for our missing and murdered loved ones is physical, spiritual, and emotional labor. It is work that once we step into, we must accept that our community will ask us for help. We must acknowledge that while our intentions can be good, we must also make sure our impact is positive as well. And when our impact does not match our intention, we must strive to make that right. If our intentions are to bring awareness to those we have lost, I challenge everyone to ensure our impact is not to add more names to the list of Cherokee MMIP. Our impact must be in creating a safer way of living for all of us. None of us are disposable, and we have to start seeing the significance in each other. None of us deserve to live in fear.
My relative Gabe. This is his basket. If any of you have ever had a class with Gabe, if you ever had a basket made by Gabe, that's part of our culture, that's part of our traditions. His presence matter. Like those said, we can't be adding any more names to this list. That's enough.
And we're here today on behalf of my father, Chase. He was brutally murdered in the McDonald's parking lot on February 25th of 2022. I'd like to say that life has been easy since then, but it's been far from it. But I wanted to come up here and honor him today because he was a really good dad to me, and he was a really good dad to him. But he was kind with us, and he raised us to know the right from wrong, and we're just here living his legacy, and we're going to continue to live his legacy, and so are his grandchildren. And I pray that justice is served, and I hope that we can make him proud. Shki, thank you.
Squatini se sti Yehovah ela digali sei Zewanaga liwaya
looking out for each other, taking care of each other, and we have to be stingy with one another. We have to look out for our relatives who are suffering from domestic violence. We have to look out for our relatives who have been kicked out of their homes, who may be struggling with addiction. We have to keep us safe.